On today's episode, we finish gutting out and cleaning the interior of our new project track car. This is the interior on the car as I picked it up. You can see that it is pretty dirty compared to the outside, which looks much nicer. The carpet was already removed when I got it. The back seat you see is different. It's not the one that came with the car. And the front seats are out of an Acura Integra, which I kind of like. It's weird, like I've never sat on them before. Driving this thing home for 3 hours, like I really got to feel the side bolster a little bit, and it's a lot nicer than the EK or the stock EG seats, so I dig them. I'm glad they're in here. Today I'm going to be going through and cleaning up the interior. It's just dirty. I just want to clean it. It smells weird. I want it to smell better. And I'm going to start taking out the rest of the interior pieces that they haven't done to get this thing looking like a track car and get all the weight out of it as possible. Really, there's not much more weight that's going to come out of this interior. Just the back seat, the radio, some spare change sitting over here. So not much, but we're going to get it ready. You see the doors, kind of gross looking. I'm going to take this plastic stuff off. Just kind of clean up the door. Bought a little bit of that frost white Duplicolor rattle can. Might have to shoot them up a bit. We'll see how that turns out, but I'm gonna wait and clean it first. To get a better look of the interior, show you guys, for me to see a little bit better too, I'm gonna go ahead and take the seats out so that I can just stand in here while I'm cleaning, make it much easier. Very simple, 4 bolts, 12mm socket, on these ones anyway. We're gonna go ahead and take these out. Here is the interior without the seats. See, it is pretty gross. And they left me some wrapping paper just in time for Christmas. And some, looks like what was weather stripping possibly. Some old gloves. Yeah, it's pretty gross. But nothing that can't be cleaned up. There's my radio that would have gone there. Oh, back seats. And I made a little bit of my money back. Now I'm going to be going through and taking all this out, cleaning it up, throw away what needs to be thrown away, and then take out the spare plastic parts and everything, put them in this box, and weigh them on the scale. Don't need this. Try broken off the seats. My wrapping paper, I think I'll get some nicer stuff. Yeah, gloves. A receipt for a 1/4 pounder. Some of this tint that I was working on the back hatch, some of it came flying in here. That was a messy process. That's some electrical tape. Here's a winder for the window, but I believe, yeah, it doesn't work. It's all stripped out. Nasty old rag and the coin pocket from the door. In the box, and we'll keep piling stuff up in there and weigh it. I have gone in here and gotten up just all kind of loose dirt and stuff like that. Now I'm going to use the Purple Power Cleaner Degreaser. I'm going to spray it all along the floor here and try to get up the remaining bit of loose stuff. Here's the progress so far. That's just after one round of using the purple power and then wiping it up with some water and paper towels, and I think it looks really good compared to this side, which I have not done yet. This is the side that I have done. So I'm gonna go do one more round of the purple power and then move on to the other side. So that's after the second round of the purple power, and I'm pretty dang happy with how it's coming out. Looks much better than it did. So one thing I would like to try to do, just to make the interior even a little nicer, hopefully, is try painting on those surfaces a little bit that are still a little nasty or rust colored looking. I know this may be controversial. I'm sure everyone has their opinion. This is what I'm gonna do for right now. I'm gonna take this little bit of sandpaper here. It's 800 grit, and I'm just gonna lightly sand those spots and then shoot it with this Duplicolor Perfect Match Frost White. It is supposed to match the Honda color just right. So what I'm gonna do is just spray in those little spots in the interior there. Just try to clean it up just a bit. There's not heavy foot traffic there or anything, so I feel like this will work just fine. But if you have another method and you really want to share it with me, please feel free to comment below and let me know. To give you a better idea of what I'm talking about, like this kind of stuff, I'm gonna use this sandpaper and lightly scratch it up and go ahead and shoot it with the Duplicolor. This is the seat rail in the front, or on the passenger side with the front part of the seat rail, so it's inconspicuous. I'm gonna go ahead and test it there, and then we'll see how it comes out. And now I'm gonna take the paint, give it a shot. Okay, so I just went ahead and shot the whole rail with one coat, and it looks pretty sweet. I'm gonna let it dry. So I'm just going through now on the driver's side, getting up all the loose dirt like I did on the passenger side. This is just a wet paper towel, just to break up the loose dirt and kind of get it out before I use the purple power. After 2 rounds of the purple power and wiping it up with water on both sides. The next thing I'm gonna try to do is get this nasty panel off the door, and probably gonna need this razor blade to scrape some of this gunk off. So I got the panel off. You see all the clay kind of stuff that sits there to stick this on. That's really not going anywhere. It's like caked on there, and I don't really feel like scraping it all off at the moment. What I'm gonna do is just clean up the tops of the door and everything while it's better exposed. I do have an idea of something that I would like to do for the door to cover it instead of the standard panel. So we'll see what comes of that. But for the moment, I do have to put this little bracket back on so that I can pull the door closed. But again, I also have something that I think is pretty cool coming for that. Taking the purple power again, this time spray a bit right on the paper towel. And wipe up the door. Stuff is great, man. It really does take the grease and grime off. It already. I went ahead and taking the mirror off for right now because this is one of those spots where I'd like to clean a little bit better, and I might even shoot white. Decided I am gonna go ahead and shoot this white and the whole top part of the door and probably even the sides here. I know it's not something that I have to do, but I kind of want to do it. I think it'll look cool. So first I gotta roll down my window. Don't want any overspray to hit the glass. People with manual windows say they got it bad. Try doing this all the time. Alright, while that dries, I'm gonna go ahead and take out this back seat. A radio, which I do not need, is coming out, going in the box to be weighed later. These back seat cushions, yeah, I believe, just pull out. Buckles just gotta go through them. What I did, in case you didn't see, the buckle just slides through this. That back seat part just comes on out. And I'll probably have to weigh this separately because that ain't gonna fit in the box. And it exposes the back, fuel pump cover, some more tint. And I'll go ahead and take these buckles out as well and get to cleaning that up. But first, glare. But first, I will be taking out the back cushions. Alright, so that's the back belts in the box. And then there's the two seats, top covers, and then the bottom covers. And this is what it's looking like. Gotta get all that crap out of the back.